Hey everyone, and welcome back to Story Orbit N. I'm Jessica, and today's episode is all about health, fitness, and lifestyle, but in a way that actually feels human. No crazy diets, no guilt trips, no you must wake up at 5 a.m. talk.
Thank you, Jessica. And hi, everyone. I'm Tom. So, let's start with a question for you listening out there. How many times have you signed up for a gym membership in January, gone 3 times, and then never again?
Oh, totally guilty. I think I've done that maybe 4 times. The first week, I'm super motivated. I buy new gym clothes. I even download one of those fitness apps. And then suddenly, I'm like, maybe next week.
Classic. I think that happens because people treat health like a sprint instead of a marathon. They try to do everything perfectly from day one and then burn out.
Exactly. And that's something we'll talk about today: balance, consistency, and enjoying the process. Because if you hate what you're doing, you'll never stick to it.
Totally. One of the best things I ever learned about exercise is this: find something you enjoy. It sounds simple, but it changes everything.
Yeah, like I used to think exercise had to mean running on a treadmill for an hour, sweating buckets. But then I tried dancing, Zumba classes actually. It's so fun that I don't even notice I'm working out.
I love that. And that's a great word for our listeners today: burden. You said earlier that exercise shouldn't feel like a burden. So, a burden means something heavy or difficult to deal with. For example, homework is such a burden when you have no time.
Exactly. So when we say exercise shouldn't feel like a burden, we mean it shouldn't feel like something you dread doing. It should feel enjoyable, even energizing.
And for me, that's swimming. I could spend hours in the pool. It's calm, rhythmic, and it's also easy on the joints, which is a fancy way of saying it doesn't hurt your knees.
That's a great tip. Swimming is amazing cardio, and it also builds strength without stressing your body too much. Speaking of which, Tom, let's talk about mixing up workouts.
Oh, yeah. Doing the same thing every day is not only boring, but also less effective. The body gets used to routines, and you stop improving. We call that a plateau.
Right. Plateau means you stop making progress. For example, if you've been lifting the same weight for months and you're not getting stronger, you've hit a plateau. So, mixing it up, running one day, yoga the next, maybe some weights later, keeps your body guessing.
And your brain, too. I think variety keeps motivation alive.
Absolutely. And speaking of motivation, I think people often feel like they need to be perfect. Like they skip one workout and then say, that's it, I failed.
Oh, yes. The all or nothing mindset. That's one of the biggest traps. Let's teach that word too: trap. It means something that catches you literally or metaphorically. Like, perfectionism is a trap.
I love that because it really is. The key is balance. You can skip a workout, you can eat pizza, you can have a lazy day. That's life,
Totally. I actually believe having something unhealthy once in a while is good for your mental health. It's about moderation.
right? Moderation means not too much, not too little. You don't have to give up ice cream forever. Just don't eat it every day after breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That would be impressive, though.
And very unhealthy. Speaking of food, let's move to healthy eating. People think it's all about salads and green juices, but healthy eating is more about variety and nutrients.
Yeah, and knowing the difference between processed food and whole food. Processed means it's been changed or manufactured. For example, potato chips are processed. Whole food means it's in its natural form, like fruits, vegetables, grains, and nuts.
And I think healthy eating doesn't mean cutting everything out. It's about adding good stuff in. Like if you start your day with a good breakfast, say oats with fruit, you're already off to a great start.
Definitely. And off to a great start is a nice expression too. It means you began something well. For example, if you wake up early and have a healthy breakfast, you're off to a great start.
Perfect. I also think people overcomplicate it. You don't need expensive superfoods or supplements. Just eat colorful food. Like if your plate looks like a rainbow, it's probably balanced.
That's true. Different colors usually mean different nutrients. Red for tomatoes, green for spinach, orange for carrots. Each color adds something unique.
So the idea is don't obsess. Just stay consistent. Consistency is the secret ingredient.
And that's another good word: consistency. It means doing something regularly over time. Even if it's small, doing it often builds habits.
Exactly. So if you can only do a 10-minute walk today, that's fine. That's still progress.
You know, that reminds me of a phrase: Something is better than nothing. And it's so true for health.
Totally. And the beauty of consistency is that it turns effort into routine. You don't even have to think about it after a while. Like brushing your teeth, you just do it.
I agree. And for those listening who might feel overwhelmed, don't try to do everything at once. Start small. Maybe start by drinking more water this week.
Or walking for 10 minutes after lunch. Simple steps. And they add up over time.
Speaking of small steps, Jessica, have you ever tried a habit tracker?
Oh, yeah. It's like a little chart or app where you mark every time you do a habit. It's such a satisfying feeling when you see the chain of check marks growing.
Exactly. And you don't want to break the chain? That little bit of psychology really helps.
You know what else helps? Doing it with someone. Having a gym buddy or even a walking friend makes a big difference.
For sure. Accountability is the word for that. It means being responsible for doing something because someone else is counting on you.
Like if I tell Tom I'll meet him for a run at 7 a.m., I'm more likely to go because I don't want to leave him waiting.
Or maybe because I bring coffee.
Even better.
You know, another important thing about staying healthy is rest. People often forget that recovery is part of fitness.
Totally. Muscles grow when you rest, not when you train. That's such a surprising fact for many people.
Exactly. Rest days prevent injuries too. That's why it's important to listen to your body. If you feel pain or fatigue, don't push through.
That's another phrase, push through. It means to continue doing something difficult even when it's hard. Like, I push through my tiredness to finish the workout. But sometimes you shouldn't push through.
Right. You should know the difference between discomfort and danger. If you feel pain in your chest or dizziness, stop immediately and see a doctor.
That's so important because health is not just physical. Mental health matters too.
Oh, big time. Exercise helps with stress, anxiety, and mood. But if you make it an obsession, it can have the opposite effect.
Yeah, it should make your life better, not smaller. Like, you shouldn't feel guilty for resting or eating cake at a party.
And you shouldn't compare yourself to others either. Everyone's journey is different.
100%. Comparison is such a motivation killer. Comparison is the thief of joy, right?
That's a beautiful quote. It means if you keep comparing yourself to others, you stop enjoying your own progress.
Exactly. And that applies to language learning too. If you compare your English level to someone else's, you'll just feel discouraged.
Totally. See how health and language learning connect? Consistency, patience, self-compassion. It's all the same mindset.
You're right. And for our listeners, that's a good time to remind you, don't try to be perfect in English either. Progress, not perfection.
So true. And speaking of progress, can we talk about something that's often ignored but super important? What you wear when you work out.
Oh, absolutely. Especially shoes. You can't imagine how many people buy the wrong sneakers and then complain about sore feet or knees.
Yeah, it's wild. People think any sneaker will do, but that's not true. The right shoes can actually prevent injuries. You need them to fit comfortably and give your feet a bit of space.
Exactly. That's a great phrase for our listeners. A bit of space? It means just enough room, not too much. Like when you're trying on sneakers, you should have enough space to wiggle your toes.
Right, and wiggle means to move slightly from side to side. You don't want your toes to feel trapped. And here's a fun fact, your feet actually swell during the day.
They do. So if you're buying these sneakers, go shopping in the afternoon when your feet are at their biggest. That way, they'll fit comfortably even during long workouts.
I remember once I bought shoes early in the morning, and by the evening, they felt so tight I could barely walk.
Ouch! That sounds painful. And remember, new shoes should feel comfy from the get-go. That expression means from the very beginning. You shouldn't have to suffer through blisters hoping they'll get better later.
True. Of course, after walking or running about 20 or 30 miles, they'll naturally adapt to your feet and feel even better. But still, they shouldn't hurt at first.
Yeah? And while we're on the topic of workouts, what about music? For me, music makes or breaks my workout.
Same. Running without music feels like running forever. Music gives me rhythm, energy, and sometimes even emotion.
Me too. I think the right playlist can completely change your mood. When you have that one song that pumps you up, it's like suddenly you can run even more.
That's so true. And that's a cool phrasal verb, pump up. It means to make someone more excited or energetic. Like, that song really pumps me up before a workout.
Perfect. And it's not just about energy. Studies even show that music can help you perform better and take in more oxygen. Crazy, right?
Totally. So, for our listeners, here's a small challenge. Next time you go for a walk or workout, build your own playlist. Choose songs that make you feel powerful, happy, or calm, whatever vibe helps you move.
I love that. And if you want to share your favorite workout song, leave it in the comments below. We'd love to know what gets you moving.
For me, it's old school rock. But for you, Jessica, I bet it's something like dance or pop, right?
Absolutely. I need something upbeat. The moment I hear a beat drop, I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah. One thing that helps maintain a healthy lifestyle is portion control. That's a big one for a lot of people.
Oh, yes, portion control is a game changer. It's not about eating less, it's about eating the right amount.
Exactly. Many people fill half their plate with meat or pasta, but ideally, half should be vegetables or fruit, a quarter lean protein like chicken, and the last quarter whole grains like rice or quinoa.
I like that. And lean protein means protein with little fat, like fish, beans, or egg whites. It helps your body recover from workouts without adding too many calories.
Exactly. And portion control also means paying attention to serving sizes.
Speaking of food, here's something that people often overlook: hydration.
Oh, yes. Water is life, literally.
I know it sounds obvious, but so many people forget to drink enough water. A good trick is to sip slowly throughout the day.
And sip means to drink in small amounts. It's better than chugging a whole bottle at once.
Exactly. And if you're at a party or having cocktails, try to alternate one drink, then one glass of water. It keeps you hydrated and helps you feel better the next day.
That's great advice. And if plain water feels boring, you can add a slice of lime, lemon, or orange. It gives flavor and looks fancy.
Totally. It's refreshing and natural. And while we're on the topic of drinks, let's talk about alcohol.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. Alcohol in moderation can fit into a healthy lifestyle, but too much can mess with your body in so many ways.
Definitely. And as we said before, moderation is key. Too much alcohol means dehydration and poor sleep.
And let's be real, working out with a hangover is not fun.
Not at all. You feel tired, your muscles ache, and your energy is gone. So, going easy on alcohol helps your overall health.
Absolutely. And going easy on something means not overdoing it, like go easy on the salt or go easy on sweets. It's a softer way of saying reduce.
That's a great expression for learners to practice. And of course, always remember, staying sober, meaning not drinking alcohol, sometimes is the best choice for your health and safety.
Totally agree. Okay, switching gears a little, let's talk about something modern, screen time.
Yes. We all spend way too many hours in front of screens.
Even people who exercise regularly can face health risks if they sit for long periods. It increases the chances of heart disease and diabetes.
That's scary, right? I mean, we think going to the gym for an hour fixes everything, but then we sit at our desks all day.
Exactly. So, here's a simple idea. Take small breaks. Stand up, stretch, walk around the room, maybe refill your water.
Totally. Even standing for a couple of minutes every hour helps your circulation and your focus.
And if you work from home, try to place your laptop on a higher surface sometimes. That way, you can stand while typing.
I do that sometimes. I call it my standing desk improvisation. Basically, I stack boxes and books to raise my laptop.
That's genius. It doesn't have to be fancy. The idea is just to move more and sit less.
Exactly. It's all about building those small habits that make a big difference over time.
And remember, even if you can't go to the gym, small daily movements count. Taking the stairs, walking your dog, cleaning your house, they all burn calories and keep your body active.
You know, Tom, we've covered a lot today. Consistency, balance, good food, water, rest, variety, and now even shoes and music.
True. And the big lesson here is that health is not about perfection. It's about creating a lifestyle that makes you feel good, physically, mentally, and emotionally.
Exactly. So for our listeners, here's a little reflection moment. What's one small change you could make this week? Maybe drink more water? Take a walk after dinner? Turn off your phone 30 minutes earlier?
Great questions. And remember, these changes don't have to be huge. Even 5 minutes of stretching before bed can make a difference.
Let's quickly review some of the key vocabulary we've talked about today. So, we had burden, something heavy or difficult to deal with, then plateau, a period when progress stops.
Trap, something that catches you or stops your progress. Moderation, doing something not too much, not too little.
Consistency, doing something regularly over time. Accountability, being responsible because someone depends on you.
Push through, to continue even when it's hard. Wiggle, move slightly back and forth, usually your fingers or toes. From the get-go, from the beginning.
Pump up, to make more energetic. Portion control, eating the right amount of food. Sip, drink slowly or in small amounts. Go easy on, reduce the amount of something.
Sober, not under the influence of alcohol. And screen time, the total amount of time you spend looking at screens like phones or computers.
Perfect. So listeners, your challenge today is to write a comment using one of these new words. Maybe tell us how you go easy on something unhealthy or what songs pump you up for a workout.
And if you learned something new today, share it. Or even better, tell us one small goal you'll start working on this week to feel a little healthier.
Because remember, every small step counts. And the best part, you don't have to be perfect. Just start, stay consistent, and most importantly, enjoy the journey.
Couldn't agree more. Thank you all for listening to Story Orbit N.
We'll be back soon with another fun and inspiring episode to help you learn English while exploring real-life topics. Bye!
Until then, keep moving, keep learning, and take care of yourself. Bye, everyone.